Yo, what up to everybody that made it back? This is your boy Caesar Odriero. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, comment, leave a like under the video. We don't know what we're gonna call it, but we'll find out. Well, maybe it might be Opinion Fleek, which is gonna be discussing. Today we're gonna be talking about a lot of South African celebrities and media training and how we think people should carry themselves. Who should we start with? What do you think? Do you want to talk about the most recent, or should we start at the bottom and come up?
Why at the bottom?
As in, like, things that happened a long time
ago,
and to the most recent events as to how people are. Well, how did Taska become famous?
I'm also asking myself. I think, well, before, wait, is it a stunt or he's really saying those things to those people? Because I'm struggling to believe or it's true.
What's true?
Or he's really like saying those things to those people. I feel like maybe we discuss Alibona in the DMs, like, hey, I'm gonna make a video right now about you. No, because he just made a video about Somizi. Actually, Somizi was sharing his opinion on the thing, Lekompo, saying that they shouldn't dance a lot. Tsakamona uzenenye yo. He was like,
what did he say? Is it the same video?
I think he's homophobic. Don't you think he is?
I don't know, because I didn't see it, so I didn't get the stuff he said.
I watched it and I kept on saying yo, because it kept on being worse and worse. And people in the comment section were like, yo, if Somizi sees this, definitely he's not gonna let it,
let it slide.
Yeah, just like that. But do you think he won't let it slide?
Somizi is too big to be responding to what's like.
Minaj, you didn't hear what he said. You didn't hear what he had to say. Like he really said like some distasteful things there. Mm-hmm. Yes, and funny thing is that a lot of people actually do love Taska. What's it?
I do know a lot of people.
Because he's also performing.
Taska?
No, Unaj. Like he also has this other dance where you don't know it.
I don't know his songs.
No, you're right. You really don't.
I'm not tapped in when it comes to, because
too much.
Just content there is just I wanna take a leg. Content that's a leg in Nampale. I can't.
He has a radio station right now there by TikTok. Okay. Pam. But he's so smooth with it. He's so smooth.
Radio station.
Yes, like yeah. Today Rebecca Jamarato. If I would jolly you don't know it. Really? He's so smooth. He's really good. Yes, and my brother in the morning when we saw the video, because I was with him, and he was like, he's a presenter.
He's going to go on actual radio.
Yes, that's what my brother said. Because I feel like that's how it works right now.
In South Africa, influencers, like, all you have to do is have a following, be active on social media, you can get any job.
No, just by a ring right.
Yeah.
Start creating and then that's it. Because I feel like that's how Taska, became famous. Because honestly speaking, like, what does Taska do? Next thing, he'll be saying, I live right. But you're not that big, eh?
Yeah,
you're not big. But yeah, like that's how he just like started creating videos. Why do you guys Limpopo boys lerata Rogana? Why lerata mahlapa? Like why? Why is it that guys from Limpopo love? Like, can't you communicate properly without you using those words?
Why no, you only know to you know Tabakai or Rogano.
Babanchi. Like with Leah, currently or recently, not currently, recently, MacG made some really distasteful comments ka Minnie Dlamini. Ish, and people didn't receive it well. Hey,
Ke mo pedi MacG.
ke mo venda utswa Limpopo, ke re banna ba Limpopo. Did I say pedi? But Limpopo man, like why le rata?
MacG is from Limpopo, but he's not from. He doesn't identify as a Limpopo. MacG is a Parktown boy. Yeah, MacG came from the
But
Parktown.
originally he's from here. What do you think? Do you think people are blowing that thing that he said Kamini out of proportion, or do you think they're right?
Not Sabulela ka Tsaka,
Oh, okay. Yes, and
so that's how he became famous. Just him making videos.
Yeah, and usually rata go roga Tribe wa diposa. And then Tribe actually said something like Tsaka comes to his inbox and says, "Hey, you'd like go a video like this or yes, because they even said we bonile mapodisa when they were like this other policeman Bamuswara. I don't know what he did. And then someone Tsaka, you gotta get Tribe or whoever said or I organize it. Because policemen in our country have like enough time.
So it's like he's a stunt puller. That's what you say.
I would like to believe that
that's
he
what
is.
It looks like, man.
Yes, because even with that thing, really Queen Minaj, where they were busy, like, hey, Taka, what that, they were smashing each other. They were in a relationship or what. The Queen Minaj even pulled out receipts, like on Taka saying, hey, Kinyakobona, like every day. I feel like it was staged. Do you think?
Why do you think it was staged?
Probably because I can what's our Queen Minaj ke khala sa tlasa creator and stuff like that. So now maybe she's trying to,
make a comeback.
That's yes, correct.
You think she's that smart, Velo, to? I'm asking, why are you laughing?
No, like your choice of words. Do you think she's that smart? Don't you think she's smart? No,
I'm
that's
asking.
implying something.
Don't. Okay. I'm asking.
I think.
You think Vela she strategizes the content like that? Like, I need to make a comeback. I gotta find somebody who's trending. That might, and I'm gonna trend.
Haven't you realized when it comes to influencers or the social media people or entertainment people, haven't you realized that they go they go extra miles just to, stay relevant? All the time. Like all the time. They will do something just to keep like
you guys talking.
Yes, their names on our mouths or lips, whatever. But yeah, that's what they do in most cases. Don't you think?
Yeah, well, most of them do, but some of them, it's just who they are. It's just their personality. Some of them, they plan, they do things to get people's attention. Baba, they're cool enough. They're cool. They're cool enough. Exactly. Some of them are cool enough to just be randomly living their lives and then have parts of their lives that end up being interesting to us. And about that, they didn't plan to trend. They didn't plan to be in the news. They were just doing their shit, and then it made the news.
So, do you think like relationship ya Tsekeleke Black Cat, it wasn't for just social media? Do you think they are really dating? Because you're saying their lives are interesting. Do you think their relationship was interesting enough to get us hooked?
What happens is, I go to Tsekeleke, then there's no Black Cat. Tsekeleke, Black Cat could go there, with her own intentions. That's about what it's gonna do for her.
Yeah.
Without Tsekeleke knowing, and I just thinks of baby, I'm frustrated. But she knows. Sometimes it's like we look at it as if it's these two people they came together and they
Oh,
thought they were
yes,
like,
yes.
and it's just one person who saw the opportunity and be like,
I will utilize it. I will
exactly.
exploit.
This will work. I will exploit this situation,
Yeah.
and it will benefit me the most. And I could lose the same.
Do you think Black had really planned this whole Tsekeleke thing? You know, I used to think about Papa Papa, like they just do it for the camera and then after that it's sharp zamaya right. Until I knew, no, they are actually in a relationship.
Where's the proof? How do you know they're actually in a relationship?
I didn't say I know. I said I
know.
Because he even said, she even said that she's getting a second boyfriend.
Man, Blackhead.
Hey, you can ask him.
Yeah, man. What? That's crazy.
It is very crazy. Hence, I was asking myself like, is this real or is just for social media? Because with the whole also thing, because that relationship, yeah, like Katleho, like it attracted a lot of people. Because you remember then, there was this donation from Mhlala, the one from Sikukuni. And then the family started fighting and whatnot. I still believe they were just doing it for social media. Because that family was wilding out.
Why do you think
TikTok.
So?
Really?
They're not 18.
Really?
What?
Right now, I fail to believe a lot of things. Like every time I see something on social media, I'm like, what if they're just doing it for following? Or for views?
Sorry
Really?
to say, I'm Mara. Bakazi. Drama when I used to visit my cousins. Chabani, you have no idea.
They're better than Burgersfort people. Or Thembelihle.
Yeah. Chachans.
Really?
Peli. At Ridgeville. Evan. Peli. West Tap.
Well, I wouldn't know. Honestly, I wouldn't know. So yeah, Tsekeleke Iliano Karudira come back the Pam Pam FM because
Come back, who will?
I would like to believe we are willing like ukarona libuma 2-3 months or someone on the social.
So 3 months motho will. 2-3 months nyana ke sa poster
Okay, if maybe like for your career, I can let's say for an example, we are in a relationship, we don't communicate for 3 months. Are we still together? Okay, so are we still together like 3 months and then I come back? I'm like, yo, Aish. Yeah, no, we could just break. I was going through something for 3 months. Because I feel like with social media, he should know what it's his career right now, right? You don't just disappear and then come back. I feel like going. Because after that, can I say, or after that thing, yeah, Dr. Malinga, that donation from Mr. Mshala and whatnot, Morgan, yeah, Mshala, right? Then since then a lot of people were just like Tsekeleke Abora, this and that, and then Kire Black Cat but disappear. It's only now that he's coming back and look at it, they're still going strong as a couple because one video are and Black Cat. Yes.
What do you think about his brand? Like what does Tsekeleke do?
Isn't he a dancer?
He's a dancer.
Because even the introducer or
so he's a dancer.
Yes, he is a dancer.
How did he become famous? Do you know or there was actually an artist, Tsekeleke? I wonder how the family of Tsekeleke, the real Tsekeleke, feel about this guy using Tsekeleke's name as his own. There was an actual artist who used to make music, Tsekeleke.
No, I just know that song yes, Sama I Tsekeleke, something like that. Is it that the real Tsekeleke?
I get say the current oh Tsekeleke wa no o ba tipitsa manga nako yo
So Rabotsi, he is really a dancer. He is a dancer.
So he is a dancer.
And he's good at dancing. He is good at dancing.
Can you see him dancing?
I saw this
like
other. I don't think it's bad, man.
Like you've seen him dancing.
I only saw, a few videos. Because recently when I did this other one where he was on stage and then this other girl was trying to, touch him. Akwata. Akwata. He got so mad. Why do you think people want to confirm things? Why? I feel like that's not cool. No, that's not true. That's really not cool. That's not cool, man. That's really not cool. So okay, when you asked me about Tsekeleke's career, I'm gonna go back to Taska. Don't you think that what Taska is doing is gonna ruin his career? Like
what career? What is that like?
He's now a dancer. He's into music, and he came out with this new fashion thing. He dresses like unique. What paradi sutu tahale man? We want to shop those. Did you see it?
No.
A brown.
Not really.
Yeah.
I don't follow him.
He doesn't wear like anyone. He doesn't sing like anyone. Everything about Taska is just unique. It is just unique.
Oh yeah, balibadi. Never bichang barata wapela paparadi old clothing.
Oh, he took that from them. Huh? Yeah, I'm thinking he's creative.
Na how sa tlo ba bona the way ba pitcheng. Wo Jumanji ne ba di ding ba barata wo Jumawa. It's a recent thing. Less than 5 years ago. Yeah.
I genuinely thought he's being creative about it. No. I had so much hope.
There's nothing new under the sun.
There is nothing, but I had hope with him. I had hope. I really did have hope. But okay, besides you believe he might not have a career, I believe he does.
What's his career?
Now he's into the music thing. Lekompo like legit. So don't you think like this will ruin his chances of working with brands, of people? Because do you think there will be artists that still want to create with him after all these bad things that he says about people? Because how can I trust you? Right now, we are working together. Then when I leave, you're gonna be on TikTok now saying, "Hi, she's not fresh,"
How fresh?
Fresh. Because that's what he says about people. So yeah. Also, like this other friend of mine did mention something about, okay, let's say his career doesn't work out. Like it happens, career, yeah, then you understand. And what if it happens like that with him? Like, which company will be willing to work with him? Will he still be employable? Nah, knowing the kind of person that he is, because I feel like he lacks integrity, lacks respect. He doesn't have respect for people. The manner in which he communicates, it could be entertainment wise, but like, man, there are just some things you don't say, especially out in public like that.
But what's happening right now, man? In the entertainment industry, it's so crazy. These boys could be making more money if they had media training, they had managers, they had people who could position their brands a certain way. Just them winging it, like saying whatever they still make money. They're still accepted in certain spaces. They still people who are willing to work with them. They're still making money. So it's not easy to tell someone who knows how to make bread, tell them what because they're already making bread. That's why like people, whatever we're saying about Zag, I'm sure people have been saying it. about Shebe for a long time. What do you think is going to happen? I guess the last thing.
Yeah.
Those guys have the internet and they know how to use it. They don't need the traditional mainstream media that's censored. They have YouTube, they put their music out, finally TikTok, finally Instagram, they just put out their content, it reaches their fans, they make the little money that they make, and they're good.
But I feel like PR, training it's very, very needed, especially when it comes to Lekompo artists. Now, like the ones Baba Sajong because amen, like they're just it's not good. It's not looking good.
Do you think he's grown? Like if you look at his trajectory from where he started, everything he went through to where he is now, how would you describe Shebeshqt's timeline?
But I feel like right now he's no longer at his peak. There was a time where he was at his peak, and
When
then
was that?
probably 2022 when that Shita Isajozana and last year. Then that's when now we saw him, discharge of firearm in public. Then some people did withdraw. So even if we still like him, but we have a bit of, he's this kind of a person. I still think he is big. He is still big, but I feel like there was a time where his career it was at peak. But right now it's just not that time. I don't know if maybe he's still, going through some things.
He was arrested, and then he went through the accident where he had to, and losing his child, where he had to withdraw from the world, and he was gone for like a very good time. And then even him making a comeback with Tsebe, I don't think there's any even PR involved on how to sell the
But
it's just him coming back.
Isn't that his partner is the manager? Don't you think she didn't do my public relations? You're doubting her?
Shebe's baby mama.
Isn't she a wife? Are they not married? I wouldn't know. I figured or maybe they are married.
She's just a girlfriend. She's baby
but
mama.
wa morata.
Man, Shebe.
Shebe loves the girl. But cool. Yeah, they do love each other.
And she's hurting his brand.
You think?
I know.
How do you know? Please tell us. Me and the people watching will love to know. Myself and whoever wants you to know.
Hey. Why your tšhalete o tšea di-gig tše e le gore Shebe a ka se fihle ge ba mo founela nako nngwe a ba mo kry-e kore it's a mess.
Ne?
It's hey, he needs like an actual manager.
But don't you think that's costly? Maybe I feel like maybe the reason
he's making enough money to pay 15%. But you can have like a deal. Yeah.
That's a lot.
Like,
but for your brand, it's actually an investment.
Yeah,
it's gonna help you a lot. But I feel like it's not even just a thing about Shebe Botsaka. A lot of artists right now they I think they said TikTok does make them, but it will also break them. You understand? Because when I little this other child, Barkemang Naledi, do you know Naledi? Naledi. Yeah.
The one who was featured on Chris Brown's album.
Yes, that one. Hey, Wanola, the comeback jar. Yes, I get Malabanyana Mohalar Fifi Cooper stole her phone.
Wanola?
Yes. And she made it a thing. And I feel like she knows how to stand up for herself.
I don't know her.
You don't?
I don't even follow. Yeah, I just know about her.
And I feel like somehow people like saying on her comment section or it will be like non-Temba and stuff. Tema, it's not Temba. No, I don't. I think I saw her on a podcast and chill, MacG.
Yes,
it was her.
She was there. I could say
she's so pretty.
She's very pretty.
She's so pretty. What else?
Nontle was a presenter. Like back in she used to Was she on Channel O, ne? She was on Channel O, maybe MTV. She was huge. She was everywhere. She
like
was
Minnie Dlamini.
Minnie is nothing. Nonke was like Bonang, you know Bonang?
Yes, I do know.
Bonang, you see what Bonang did? Nonke was Nonke before Bonang. Was Bonang before Bonang.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. She was huge then.
She was huge. Nonke was. Then she started doing Miloje Birango Scott's Mapum. Don't care. Fuck the fans. Hey, started moving. What the what?
Oh, that was her downfall.
That was a day. She used to fight with people every day on Twitter, going back and forth with the fans. Then people, brands and companies just started distancing themselves. Hey,
we don't want to work with you
we ain't trying to
anymore.
associate ourselves with a brand like that.
Yeah, because on the last episode, you did say something about, like fans being the most important people. And I was like, until now that what I saw what they're doing to Scott Mapuma, man, it's bad. Like I saw it on TikTok and I was like, he was now trying to greet everyone at this other event, but yeah, for sure, this felt like a lifetime project and stuff. And like you could see, people are no longer interested like that.
South Africans but all follow so quick.
They were like, right now we're giving you artists a chance. When now you had your time, you decided you wanna release a statement. Like this thing of going out in public and saying things, it could be really very, very.
Who is managing these boys? Where are his friends? Who's letting him put out those statements and letting them stay up? Who's letting him go on podcast and say those things?
And I think that's they should learn from the big artists like both DJ Maporisa. Like you will never see those people back at the Mamodi podcast and saying this and that. You will never.
Yeah.
Ever, you will never. And you see what I like about them.
We are alive. We are alive. We are alive.
But you see with a live video. No, with a live video, it's a vent session. It's venting, you understand? Unlike when you go into a podcast, then they're gonna ask you questions that you were not even prepared to answer. Now you are answering and you're saying things that we're not supposed to. You understand? Yeah, that's the thing. Because with Pori, and also, maybe I think with our artists, they should know that don't address anything that is happening. Like, you don't have to. You don't.
Yeah.
Because if Scott Mapuma didn't address that thing or didn't take out that statement, we will still be cool with the attitude, man. But then their problem, they want to go out there and explain, and it's just too much. Like, how many situations has DJ Puri been in, but he didn't respond, and then he died out?
Didn't respond. He went on live. Maybe he didn't respond on
the podcast.
Yes. Podcast. Join the Puri. I like this thing.
He doesn't waste time. Yeah, I feel like, you see, they should learn to keep quiet. Keep quiet now, because with this podcast, they will know. You're trending for something, then they call you so that they can come and put you out there even more.
Do you think the same thing is ever going to happen to MacG? The same downfall vibe, or people get tired of him, or what do you think?
But before that, before me thinking, do you think people, like, do you think the things they say about MacG, they are correct or what? Like with the recent one, I tried talking about it. Did he really, was he really bad with the comments he made about me? Or do you think people are just blowing it out of proportion?
He said it. He said
they were bad.
He said, I won't say it, but he said it.
No, but didn't he say might? And you know what's my thing with that name?
And it's a joke, and he was saying
it will never be a joke.
He was saying it passively though.
Yes, but it will never. Don't say it was a joke. It will never be a joke, right?
Yeah.
But my chat is, they were talking about what's wrong, and then everyone was giving out options, or maybe this, maybe that, and it just happens to be like sometimes when you're watching him, you will be like, why at that point to say yeah. And Saul is always playing it safe. One thing about Saul, he always plays it safe.
He's smart.
He is, ne? Does that mean MacG is not smart?
No, I didn't. No.
That's not what you said.
MacG doesn't give a fuck. That's the difference. Yeah. Doesn't care about social acceptance and being perceived in a certain way. He's just being himself. And I'm not saying it's right, and I'm not saying it's wrong.
Okay.
Yeah.
But if you say he doesn't care about being perceived, he doesn't care about, what else doesn't he care about? He doesn't care about other people's feelings. He doesn't care about a lot of things. He doesn't care about people. Because I feel like consideration is the most, highest form of love for people. Because if you're going to come here and say those things, don't you ever for a minute think, how will she feel? You understand? Because now that's bullying. That's bullying. And you see, when you're making comments about these public figures, you should know that confidence is something that it's huge for them. Because for them to be out there, to put themselves out there, they need to be confident. Hence, they always do body BBL and always fixing themselves, right? Because confidence is huge for them.
They're not confident by themselves. They have to go edit themselves to become confident.
That's not what I said. But I'm saying it's a big deal for them. Yeah. So if he's gonna go out there and say such things, then what is he doing to their confidence? What is he doing to their brand? Man, I feel like it's not good. And these people, remember, they now have kids, they have families. How are they feeling when you are out there saying such things about them? Whereas they also have partners. What are they? What are their partners saying? Because I feel like if we are to be honest, with podcasts, they've opened up a door for bullying. They've made bullying, seem like it's nothing. Because, man, the things that people go out there to say on podcasts, crazy.
They're crazy, man.
They're very crazy. Because some things really, like, I feel like some conversations are the ones that you just need to have with your friends, or on a phone call, like video call, like, hey,
they don't need to be recorded and uploaded.
They don't need to be heard. You understand? Yeah. Like, some things are just for you and your friends. Some opinions are just for you and your friends.
But what if me hanging out with my friends, the camera is always rolling?
Yes, then it's a problem. But yeah, back to your question. Do you think he's gonna be cancelled, or?
I'm asking you. Like, do you think like he's gonna have a downfall where people are like, nah, we're tired of this guy. Let's get him out of here.
The thing is, there are a lot of people who love MacG, who are okay with his content, and so for him to be cancelled, it will be difficult, because he could say something and people will want to defend him. You understand? Because I feel like what leads to someone's downfall,
cult following.
Yes, with him, right? What leads to someone's downfall is when people are withdrawing from you, right? It doesn't matter what you did or what you said, but when people withdraw, then that's your downfall. So with MacG, instead of people withdrawing, they're like, nah, he didn't do anything wrong. And it's crazy how they're always defending him, even when he's actually wrong. Because do you know Up Close, this other podcast, Yabo Munakaya Up Close? Munaka was sharing her views on what MacG said, right?
Well, I saw the clip.
Yes, so she was saying that she's okay with MacG, but she really do believe that he had no business saying such about another woman, right? And then people in the comment section were like, next thing MacG will be talking about her. MacG is gonna come for her. I'm like, how is this okay? Like, how is this okay? It's like MacG.
But the thing is, I don't think you guys realize the kind of world we're in now. Because now Manaka went on a podcast and said something about MacG. Have you? So is he not allowed? Because no matter whatever he's gonna say, because whatever the ways when, because she went on the podcast and gave her opinion on what he said. Is he not allowed to go give an opinion on her opinion?
Okay, yeah, I get you, right? Yeah. I get you. But now, Monaka was not giving her opinion about MacG. She was giving an opinion about MacG's opinion.
That's right.
Like what we are doing right now.
Yeah, he's allowed to give an opinion about her opinion. Is he not?
Okay, but now a lot of people think that MacG unyaka Minnie and Minnie is like no, and then that's why he's.
That's what Minaj said. She said maybe he's trying to hit, and she's like nah.
What do you think about that?
I don't know, because we're not boys like that, so I don't know if he's trying to do that.
Oh, you're not like that. You're not one of them, right?
Nah.
But I hate to say what I don't think that's true. Because if it was true, I don't think he will be talking about her like that because she was gonna pull up.
Maybe they just have a history.
What kind?
I don't know. Maybe they probably have some sort of history, have some things they need to be put in a room together. And then in the room,
do you think they're gonna come out alive? One is just gonna
yeah, they probably just need to, or maybe it's not even that person, it's not even like that. Right now, we're just reading too much into it because she's a public figure. Because it's not even popular. There was a time the Baru is obsessed about Pori because Pori was trending, doing things, and he had something to say. Now Minnie is busy doing things. He's just saying
what things? Getting in a relationship with
she's on magazines, she's in our eyes, she's a public figure. So he's seeing those things and it's just that's what their podcast is. They're there to comment on public.
Is she a hot topic right now? Hence I said relationship because the only
I think the reason that she was on the cover of I don't know what that magazine is. I saw it on Twitter.
With the boyfriend?
No, she was alone. She said in what era? Unmarried era, what?
How come she got divorced?
Exactly. So that was the hot news.
No, the relationship. That one is the divorce happened, and that one is now even.
That's why I agree. It's the same thing. So that divorce happened, then magazines probably called her for an interview to hear what's going on. It's like a whole timeline of events where she's like in our eyes, happening all in this at the same time. So I don't know.
Yeah, but also it's crazy because women come on the internet all the time and say very bad things about men, and no one will really entertain it like that. But like when it's a man saying that about a woman, then it's huge.
I'm glad it's a woman saying that because
no,
I'm very glad it's a woman.
But also, like I feel like this thing, the division between men and women trying to be. It's so tiring, and it starts on Twitter. Like men will say, it's like we're no longer focusing on what's right and what's wrong, but rather who, you understand, the who part of it, or
gender
it was yes, and it's very, and
it's only on Twitter, you know that. Like
no.
it's only on the internet. Outside, men and women, they get along so well. They drink together, they sleep together, they do all sorts of things together. They go on vacations. But Motato about our phone. Hey man, what? Hey woman, what? Hey baby, did you wash my sneakers? Hey man, what? Like what the fuck is that?
Okay, I get you. So how it's Tatamo, it's actually the social media.
Yeah, it's a narrative. I don't know being pushed by who, but it's like there's a machine that's controlling us. The minute we log in, it's telling us, well, hey, say something bad about women. Say something bad about men.
And okay, you also do that.
Yeah?
You also do that. You also do that. You do that.
Do you know what I do? Mm-hmm. Let me tell you. I open my Facebook.
Yeah.
I scroll. I see one thing about men. I let it pass. I scroll. I see another one. I let it pass. I see a third one. I let it pass. The fourth one, how my mind works is I'm going to take all those things that you guys said, that the women on my timeline said about men. Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to flip it and say, remove the men and put women. You would think it's something I thought of that I'm saying this about, sign a tweet, but hey, you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to say, because that's what we're doing, right? Exactly, because that's what you guys are doing, right? So I'm gonna be like, that's why you think I'll just look, but hey, oh, okay, I do exactly that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
It's nothing personal. Because I know there's a lot of men out there that are not even confident enough themselves. They're going through shit. They see those things and they have a coward. And they have no backbone or anything to tell them, well, bro, that's just the internet. So since you guys are doing it to the men, why don't we guys also do it to you? Because since this is what we're doing.
So basically what you just said right now is that you are also participating in this gender war.
Yes. Mostly feigning for my feigning, exactly. It's not worry, I'm fighting against women. I'm fighting for the men. Because I could be a guy who's without a car. Yeah. And made them come out and there is a post. Why one?
No, Engayato. You wanna express yourself.
It's like I was a gym without a car.
It's nothing.
Yeah,
and I feel like it also started with our influencers, Bo Mihlali. Oh, Mihlali, my darling. Because then they had this other, there was this other community of influencers. Bo Kolim, Bo Mihlali, they will get in there and like do body sip and spill. They'll be like,
he
has to give me 50K a month. And I'm like, what? How many professions in South Africa that take home is 50K? And mind you, we are dating black men. You understand? They're still
they're very marginalized.
Yo, man. Like, because I feel like it's also the same thing with their relationships right now. Someone like did ask Khanya, why are those influencers not lasting in relationships? That's because they're getting in there for one thing and one thing only.
Don't date the eat girls.
But it's not just eat girls only. It's not.
Yeah.
I think all women want a good life.
Yeah.
Isn't it like that?
Everybody, not just women. Everybody wants a good life.
So when it's their influences, it's wrong.
I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm saying the way they're trying to move, they're making it seem as if like it's not okay for you to be in your normal relationship with your normal boyfriend who's gonna buy you KFC and take you to Tabamashat. Like they're making it look like that's baby girl, you can do better.
Yes, they do.
Girl.
Oh, exactly. They can even ask you, like some girls can even ask you, do you know how pretty you are? Like, he took you on a date, KFC. Do you know how, babe? Do you know how pretty you are? I know that I'm not gonna accept. I don't prefer. Yes, I don't prefer food from Rinking.
Why? What's wrong with it? What's wrong with the food that we're Rinking?
I don't like. I'm one person that doesn't like home cooked meals, so I feel like Rinking.
You don't like home cooked meals?
Yes, I don't.
What?
Why?
Why don't you like home cooked meals?
Maybe it's usually too much growing up.
What? Growing up,
you guys are eating me alive right now. But Ranking, no. But KFC, we can go. Wimpy, we can go. Anywhere. As long as, man, I'm spending time with you.
So I can't quarantine, we're not spending time.
Marakwa Ranking is pitting next time. Hey, shift tamo.
The KFC is pitting.
There's a section not for spitty, guys. But there's a section not for spitty. So I'm not saying that they are wrong for liking things. I just hated how they were putting it out there like this is the life, this is the life. I'm like,
they and a lot of girls bought it.
Yes, they did.
Because they look up to them.
A lot. A lot.
Are you a fan? Was there never a time in your life where you looked up to Mihlali?
I liked Mihlali as a person, how pretty she is, how she dresses. But like I wouldn't even watch her YouTube, her vlogs. One thing about me, I watch vlogs, but I want like Minnie Dlamini, the ones that are living a life that I can relate to. Because right now, if you're gonna come here
What's wrong with Mihlali's life?
The LV, I cannot relate to that. Like there's nothing relatable about her, so I'm just not interested. You understand? Because I cannot relate to that kind of life. And also I feel like they end up putting certain expectations on you. Because the whole point of an influencer is to get you to do something in a way. You understand? So mina mine also heavenly. Then tomorrow I wanna go try it out. Get Netflix and buy it. You understand? So but now if you are unboxing things that at this point they are far, they are from my reach, I'm just like, you're not for me. You're always traveling where it's not even brand thingies. You understand? I can't watch that. So I didn't really like her content. At some point I did, even K-Yams, but then these sit down videos where they would talk about men all the time, men doing this for them, men giving them this much. I was just like, this is not for me. It wasn't for me because it wasn't.
So right now, who are your favorite influencers in South Africa? Who are you watching every day?
It's Minnie Dlamini. It's your girl Minnie. She is huge now because she has like 100K, more than 100K subbies on YouTube. That's the one that I follow. And then who else again? Oh, Grace Mandlana. I do love her. Yeah,
I follow Grace also. Amazing.
You see,
content.
with Minnie Dlamini, I can relate because she's such a young, independent girl who's working so. You don't? Oh, this other beautiful girl. She's working for a beautiful life, and I love the fact that every time she gets something, she'll be like, I did it single-handedly. You understand? And yeah, that's good. Because I'm all about that life. I'm all about, being independent, working hard. I think also Spoguhle, not that I think Spoguhle, I also really love Spoguhle, who else? But my role model growing up has been Natasha Tahani. I think if you follow me on Facebook, you will know that. And also what inspired me about her was the fact that at the time, I think it was 2015, she was in varsity studying BCom accounting. Those were the things that I wanted to do. You understand? And she was just God-fearing. She was just so, I was like, damn, yes, I love her.
Isn't she like a trust fund baby also?
She is, but she was working for her own things. Because you can be a trust fund baby and still work for your things because it's not your fault that you are one.
Yeah.
Yes.
True.
But I love the fact that even if you are one, you're still out there, you go to school. Because there are a lot of trust fund babies that they're not doing anything. You understand? Yeah, that's what I loved about her. And then that's when I knew her, she's well connected. You understand? And I admired her even more that, even if you have the cheese, you're still trying to get your own. That's very huge for me. Yeah.
What do you want to say to little girls out there that are looking up to you?
To who? To me?
You, yeah.
Don't look up to me.
The girls, they want to be like you.
Be like me? Phew, I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know.
You wouldn't know.
But okay, what I would tell them is that as a woman you should work for your own things, be independent. That's one thing. That's the life that I'm on about. Be independent. It saves you from a lot of disrespect. It saves you from putting up with situations that you don't want to be part of, you can always know that I can always walk away. And mostly also love yourself more than anything. Love yourself more than any type of lifestyle, any amount of money, any friendship, any relationship. Man, just love yourself more than anything. And again, I would say that ska thotometsa ke tšhelete e leng gore a e ka gare ga bank account ya gago. Don't let it shake you. If those figures are not in your bank account, don't let them shake you, because, honey, you will regret. Maybe, maybe not. Might work, it might not work. But, just work hard to get your own. Yeah, that's what I would say.
Yeah, that's it for today. See you guys next week. We are signing out. Don't forget to hit subscribe, like, leave a comment. If you have anything you'd like us to check out or talk about, tell us, hit us up. Yeah, we out.